Native ethnic groups constitute a very important percentage of the population in Latin America. Through their culture, native people maintain values which carry a renewed importance for the Western world. They possess a deep sense of justice and a communal sense of work and property. This is inspired by their love for nature, which is seen as a whole in which they belong. The universe is a harmony, governed by a kind, protective, creative God. Through the centuries, these values have been integrated with those of the Catholic faith, making the vision of a cohesive South America possible. Argentina is characterized as mostly European concerning culture and population. However, there are many native communities located far from urban centers and close to the country's borders. This has isolated many communities, relegating them to anonymity. The Catholic Church, in its mission to the poor, understood the necessity to create a national commission for native mission inside the National Conference of Bishops.
This commission was created by the Church, which received support from an organization called ENDEPA, Equipo Nacional de Pastoral Aborigen, the National Native Mission Team. This commission's objective is to reach out to both the core of the Church and the core of society, to inform both about this reality and to better understand native life. This is a great challenge for the Church. We have always talked about it, especially when following the Council concerning the inculturation of the Gospel.
The Diocese of Jujuy, in the northwestern area of Argentina, has a high percentage of native people. Communities of native origin comprise the majority of those excluded by society, lacking formal work opportunities or access to education or modern medicine. Some of them live in rural areas, but many, due to poverty, migrate to cities where they end up a part of the poor that mass in the city outskirts. There, they lose the support their own culture offers. There is no improvement in their quality of life, and they confront discrimination. The Catholic Church is one of the few places where they can find help to face their problems. The Diocese of Jujuy created the Native Mission Diocesan Team to offer better services. This is an interdisciplinary group consisting of volunteers, professional advisors, community workers, and priests.
Como sacerdote,
As a priest, I have spent a lot of time with our people. Popular religiosity is not casual, but rather there exists a deep faith, wherein they already have a comprehensive view of the world. Therein we witness how happily and beautifully they express their faith. And we discover that what we have studied is also taught by life, not only by books. We learn how God shows Himself in their culture, and we become aware that God has always been with us.
Como despertamos o hacemos despertar que Dios estaba siempre con nosotros.
The native communities of northern Argentina are improving their quality of life and becoming aware of their dignity as human beings. A great wealth springs from their appreciation of their own traditions. This is also something that the Catholic Church has accomplished. In this way, a balance is found between the native culture and the Catholic tradition.
We are suffering from hunger. We need a lot of things. That is why we are here, in this ceremony, asking for work, money, praying for our small farm, praying for a good harvest. So that our children can learn from us, adult people. They can learn how to farm the land, although this land is not ours. We are very grateful to the support given by the Native Mission team. Thanks to them, we are improving.
Muchas gracias. El Bananal is a small town far from Jujuy city. It is situated in the wildest area. A native Guarani community lives there. They barely survive working as vegetable farmers. Silvia Torres is a Catholic missionary who has arrived to organize the chapel activities. She discovered that there is still much work to be done.
Cuando vine yo traía una formación cristiana.
I have a Christian and university education. When I first came here, I realized the kind of job I wanted to do would not be the right one. It was because somehow these people's culture was different to my own culture. We started to research, and one day a Bible in Guarani language appeared, and the people told me they understood it.
Y la gente me dijo que eso entendía.
A very important step was the chapel and the community centre buildings. Having the chapel as a reference spot for the community, it was possible to organise resources so that children could attend school in other towns, and also training courses for different occupations, such as house building, food processing, sewing, and even computing courses. The first step to arrange these activities was developing groups of religious education and training teachers of religion. In such a poor area, this work was only possible thanks to the assistance given by Catholic organisations such as Aid to the Church in Need, which organises donations from Catholic people from all over the world.
Estas comunidades aborígenes de la diócesis de Jujuy.
We can say that training native communities in the Jujuy diocese has been one of the biggest undertakings accomplished in Argentina by our organization. Although we sometimes think that help was too little, it is really important to highlight that this help has been fundamental for the community evangelization and development. It was possible for them to keep their tradition, their culture, their own myths. In fact, our organization has always had one goal: that faith and culture should not be lost, and that whatever they have in common with Catholic culture would be joined together with their native culture.
Hace más de 10 años que se trabaja, se hace rifas, se junta fondos, se los ayuda a los chicos.
I have been working here for more than 10 years. We organise raffles, we collect money, we help children. And most children are entering secondary school. Taking catechesis as a starting point, we began to train them in different skills. Thanks be to God, we have grown and improved a lot. For example, some young people have already finished secondary school. They are now mothers and children who are teaching catechesis. We have taught them, and thus we are improving. It has helped me a lot as a mother, as a woman,